Hello everyone. Tonight I would like to tell you between two people, the man and the woman. Con- Conversation 1. The woman thought she should start looking around for another company. The man wanted to know what she was talking about. He thought she had liked it there. The woman said she had used to, however, that was the second time she hadn't gotten a promotion. She complained. She didn't understand, and the boss seemed to like her work. However, other move up instead of her. She said she was tired of that. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman, it was not like Janet to miss our Friday night card game. The woman replied to him, she remembered Janet had said something about picking up her sister at the airport. She wanted that was why Jenny was not there. The man was surprised by that. I had a bit. That was it. Conversation 3. The woman one suggested remembering the client were looking for really clever temp to introduce the new product to the public. The woman to reply to the woman one. They thought they had got some great idea to use both in print and one TV. They would love our presentation. The woman one was wonderful. She said she was excited about singing it herself. Conversation 4. The man wanted to know if that brand new tiger was he had seen in the
Cái tướng giống y như là không biết thằng nào
hers. The woman agreed with him. She said she had her finger.
cái thằng nghiện
It had been about time. I had got a new card and money was no problem then. The man agreed with her. It was good for her and she deserved it. Conversation 5. One wanted to know if the man too had any clue. He suggested looking at that statue at the man to reply to the man one. He had got some there. The man too wanted to know if the man one could put it back together. The man one agreed with him. He would try him best. And there weren't too many pieces. Conversation 6. The woman wanted to know if it wasn't wonderful. She said the Henderson was clapping there, fitting. The man thought it was just great, and he wondered if his wife and he could last that long. The woman said he would be surprised how fast the years fly by. Conversation 7. The man suggested looking at her hair. He wanted to know when she decided to go blonde. The woman replied to him. She had been thinking about it for a long time. So when I gone to have her hair cut to die after, and she just had to decide to do it. She asked if he liked it. The man commented. She looked gorgeous. However, he was not used to it yet. After all, he had known her as a rent for many years. Conversation 8. The woman one said to the woman one must be mistaken. The woman one said she had called it to reserve the room a month before. The woman too was really sorry. However, she didn't see anything there for Helen Gimble. The woman too wanted to know if the woman one remembered who had taken information from her. The woman one disagreed with her. She was afraid. She didn't. She said that was fine mess. The woman one asked if the woman too had any vocabulary. Conversation 9. The woman said to the man, "At that right, the would never make it to the movie on time." She wanted to know if there was an accident up ahead. The woman complained she couldn't see anything except car and more car, and she had never seen it. So bad that at that hour, the man thought they should just take a deep breath and relax. He said there was nothing they could do about it. Conversation 10. The man wanted to know if the man too
mà giờ chơi đó mấy đứa cứ đập hấp dẫn hai đứa đều
the day
hai đứa đều đập nhau ấy.
Không thì
him
một
feel it.
đứa thôi mới để dưới tao đập tay tụi
Order
mình
before
mới
the
để tao điểm này cũng đập tao
morning
mới đập chồng
pick
nhé
up.
đó tao để
Đứa
hát
đứa là
The
đập vì
man
tao cũng đông ấy.
who agree with
kiểu đó tôi thử
the
với
man one.
giơ tay cao lên
He
Mình giơ tay lên, mình giơ tay lên, mình
commented
giơ.
she can never anything complained for tonight or why anyway.
Kinh nghiệm.
The man one was
câu
happy
nữa nó
about
dụ
that.
dỗ bọn
He said he would never be able to get all of this wrong in
Không, cái đứa để
time
chúng
by
ta không có lợi
himself.
Không có lại tất nhiên là chủ động
Conversation.
thôi trời mình đập lên hiệp quá
The
chơi
woman wanted to know if he had
ngồi xuống bảo giới đi hiệp trai
anything
chơi
altered
luôn nè
about
dưới
Paul.
luôn
The man agreed with her. He said
đau đừng kêu
không
biết
biết
he had talking to himself and called
cháu
had
sao lục à
developed some kind of nervous twitch
lại
with his head. The woman agreed with him.
bảo với tôi
She wondered if they should say something to his wife, and she thought it was a wise surprise. Conversation 12. The man suggested telling him how much she normally left
How được chưa để chưa
her country and resent. The woman
mỗi đứa để dưới ba
replied
cái
to him
mỗi đứa để dưới ba cái
actually
Ok, cái nữa.
mỗi đứa để dưới ba cái
if
cái đều
he had been with the service.
Quân tử
The
người
man was surprised by that.
Bỏ xuống.
He thought she figured that
Nhớ,
on
nhớ.
the total including tax.
mua một kèo
The woman wanted to know if the blueprint
Dùng
had
số đánh rồi
been,
rồi cho nó kêu mạnh đấy
approved.
một lạnh hả?
The woman
Dữ đó.
one replied to her. The boy
Được cho mấy.
was looking them over one last time. She said they could agree on where the main entrance should be and how large the lobby should be.
Dạ.
The woman one commented if the board reaches agreement by 4:30, she would have enough time to drop the blueprint of a lintel on her home. Conversation 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it was necessary to send how all that work. She said she still felt it would be better to do it there. The man replied to her it would be much less expensive that way. Leave him. The woman commented it was just that she never felt they had the same control on work when it was sent out. Conversation 15.
Nói với nhá.
The man said to the woman he didn't
Mừng tuổi
think
cho mấy bạn này.
she would have to pay extra to the tax people that coming year. The woman was happy by
Đọc cái
that,
báo mà con
and
có hỏi
he
là tỉnh
said
đưa cho người ta
they
xin
took
cái thẻ của nó không mật khẩu,
out of her
Không có một đồng nữa.
không có mật khẩu trong khoản khoản đó có mấy tỷ á,
The
bao nhiêu
man
tỷ á, bao
replied
nhiêu
to
tỷ
her, he said,
Không có mật khẩu thì đến ngân hàng.
go spend the extra money all at once. Once.
Đọc số.
Thank you for listening and goodbye.
Tonight, I would like to tell you 15 short conversations between two people, the woman and the man. Conversation 1. The woman thought she should start looking around for another company. The man wanted to know what she was talking about. He thought she had liked it there. The woman said she hadn't used to. However, that was the second time. She hadn't gotten a promotion. She complained she didn't understand, and the boss seemed to like her work. However, others move up instead of her. She said she was tired of that. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman it was not like Janet to miss our Friday night call game. The woman replied to him she remembered Janet had said something about picking up her sister at the airport. She wondered if that was why Janet was not there. The man was surprised by that. I had it. That was it. Conversation 3. The woman one suggested remembering the clients were looking for really clever campaign
nhiều hoạt động và nhiều cái
introduce
Mỗi lần đi tới một sinh viên
their
số 10 còn chỗ để
new
ngủ.
products
Với lại nhiều
to the public. The woman too replied to the
kiến trúc là
woman one.
nhân viên nó rầm rộ.
They told
Nhưng mà mình khi muốn nó
they had got some great ideas to use both in print and on TV. They would love our presentation. The woman one was wonderful. She said she was excited about seeing it herself. Conversation 4. The man wanted to know if that brand new Jaguar
Hình như vô
was
rồi.
he had seen in her parking spot here. The woman agreed with him. She said she had figured it had been about time. I had got the new car and money was no problem then. The man agreed with her. It was good for her and she deserved it. Conversation 5. The man wanted to know if the man too had any glue. He suggested looking at that statue. The man too replied to the man one. He had got some there. The man too wanted to know if the man one could putting back together. The man one agreed with him. He would tie him best and there wouldn't too many pieces. Conversation 6. The woman wanted to know if it wasn't wonderful. She said the Henderson was celebrating their 15th. The man thought it was just great and he wondered if his wife and he would last that long. The woman said he would be surprised how fast the years fly by. Conversation 7. The man suggested looking at her hair. He wanted to know when she decided
Mấy người này
to
quay
go
nhanh nhanh về rưỡi
blonde.
có việc muốn đi xem.
The woman
xem
replied to
cái
him she had been thinking about it
Hả?
for a long time.
Thì mới trên.
So when
Không
I
kính
gone to have
thấy
her hair
con nào xinh cũng
cut
chả biết.
today
Thấy hát nghe tiếng.
before and she just had
Để sao khi giờ
decided
vui coi không khí.
to
Mình năm tư rồi mình phải biết là mình còn
She
cơ hội
asked
là
if
cơ hội cho anh đón mấy em là
he
không còn.
liked it. The man commented. She
Chuyện gì?
looked at
Toàn trong bài hát
Georges.
không một vật hát tiếng Việt nào luôn.
however
Đã
he
có vừa
was
nói
Rất là riêng của mình.
not
Không đam mê
used to
gì.
it that.
Thành niên tự kỷ.
After all, he had known her as a
Ta là nhọt thì phải nghe được cái nào.
groommaster for many years.
I do.
Conversation 8. The woman once said to the woman, the
911
woman too must be mistaken. The woman
Anh Tiêu Diêu là
once
người
said,
mất
the woman
thời
too
mua bố gì.
said she had a call to reserve the room a month before. The woman too was really sorry. However, she didn't see anything there for Helen Gimble. The woman too wanted to know if the woman one remembered who had taken information from her. The woman one disagreed with her. She was afraid. She said that was the fine
Không
as
có video gì á.
the woman one asked if the woman too had any vacancies.
Có nghĩa là thằng kia là để
Conversation
mà không
9.
rơi giá đâu.
The woman said to the man at that
Người ta
rate
thử không?
they would never make it to the movie on time. She wanted to know if there was an accident up ahead.
Này người ta bây giờ
The woman complained
Chứ ta để
she
như đập
couldn't
tấm tay ra như đập
see
như đó.
anything except cars and more cars, and she had never seen it. so bad
từ
at
cái để
that
này.
hour.
để vô đâu
Rồi,
The man
để vô tới đây là
Thôi.
rồi.
they should just take a deep
lát ra đập đầu mà khóc.
and relax.
xong rồi đó không đâu rồi.
Then
Chọn.
he said
Không,
there
lấy tay vui
was
lắm.
nothing
Lấy tay á,
they
lấy tay cho tay vui hơn.
do
Không,
about
thì
it.
nó là như là cái
Muốn nó bị lại.
Conversation 10.
bên nó có nhiều
The
hỏi
man
dương nè.
wanted to know if
Dương ăn
the
không
man
nữa.
too could stay up to the day and help him fill those orders before the following morning's pickup. The man too agreed with the
Kiểu
man
Sơn.
one. He commented he didn't have anything planned for tonight anyway. The man one was happy about that. He said he would never be able to get all of it done in time by himself. Conversation 11. The woman wanted to know if he had noticed anything odd about Carl. The man
Giọng hay
agreed
chấm trang
with
à?
her. He said he had
Con sao ấy,
overheard
con anh sinh con mập mập dễ thương.
Carl
Hay con nói tụi nó vật liệu
talking
để
to himself and Carl
vật liệu là cái ngành mà
had
ưu tiên nhiều.
developed
Đang ưu tiên nhiều nhất.
Thì
some kind of
Hồi trước là
nervous.
có mama rồi trong đó là mấy người vật liệu nhiều.
bên mà với lại có thầy cô thầy
The
thì bí thư.
woman agreed with him.
Thầy bí thư là
She
hóa nhiều.
wondered
Thầy thầy cũng là thầy bí thư thầy đi
they
bên
should
mà công nghệ vật
say
liệu là mấy
anything to
liên
his
minh công nghệ vật liệu
wife,
nó mạnh.
and she
Thì mình
thought
bắt đầu
it
là yếu.
was
Mấy cái văn nghệ
quite
thì-
scary
Nhưng mà lớp là lớp học
conversation.
dạy,
Tell
hoạt động nhiều nhưng học
Nên
the
mình
man
có được phần
suggested
tiếng
telling him
có tiếng nói
how
nhiều
much
hoa.
she
có lớp
normally
dạy thì có tên là
led in her country
Do mà
and
đánh
10%.
quan nói hết.
The woman
Mấy khoa khác
replied
mình
to
nghe theo.
him,
Mấy
actually,
ngành khác.
bây giờ có
15%
ba rồi, giờ mama
if
có
we
ba nhưng mà
had
nó vẫn
been
có cái khách sạn rồi.
certified with the service. The man
Nhưng mà giờ
was
hiện tại thì
surprised
nó
by
có mama
that,
trên cái này.
and he thought
Chưa ra
she
trường.
figured that
Lâu
on
đi.
the total,
Nhận vụ án luôn rồi.
including tax.
Ta thấy nên đi làm này.
The woman one wanted to know blueprints had been approved. The woman to reply to
Công nhận
her,
bảo ta học giỏi.
the board
Biết
was
cách học.
looking them
Đúng rồi, nó có xuyên văn gì đâu.
over last
Toàn
time.
là suốt ngày biểu chính
She had they couldn't agree on where the main entrance should be and how large the lobby should be. The woman one commented, "If the board reached agreement by
Bây giờ trâu
4:30,
Hóa giờ thì
she
không
would
phải
tao
have
đấy, tao thấy bọn nó trâu.
enough time to talk the blueprints of the
hóa
Lord
giờ là công nghệ thông tin thì
and
bằng
Lord on my
Nhưng
own
mà
home.
trai hóa dân hóa dầu cũng
Question 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it was necessary to send
đừng nói
down
con
at that or that. Well, she said she still feel it would be better to do it there. There, the man replied to her, it would be much less expensive. That way, believe him. The woman commented it was just that she never feel they had the same control on wood when it was sent out. Conversation 15. The man said to the woman he didn't think she would have to pay extra to the tax people the coming year. The woman was happy about that. And he said they took enough out of her income as it was. The man replied to her, he said didn't go spending that extra money all at once. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you some conversation between two people, the man and the woman. Conversation 1. The woman thought she should start looking around for another company. The man wanted to know what she was talking about, and he thought she had liked it there. The woman said she had a view too. However, it was the second time she hadn't gotten the promotion. She complained. She didn't understand, and the boss seemed to like her work. However, another moved instead of her. She said she was tired of that. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman, "It was our line, Janice, to miss our Friday night card game." The woman replied to him. She remembered Janice. He said something about picking up her sister at the airport. She wondered that wasn't why Janice was not there. The man was surprised by that. He had a bit that was it. Conversation 3. The woman once suggested remembering the clients were looking for a clever campaign to introduce their new product to her public. The woman too replied to the woman one. They thought they had got some great ideas, visible in print, and one TV they would love our presentation. The woman one was wonderful. She said she was excited about seeing it herself. Conversation 4. The man wanted to know if that brand new Jaguar was he had seen in her pocket supporters. The woman agreed with him. He said, fingered, it had been about time. I had got a new car, and money was no problem then. The man agreed with her. It was good for her, and she deserved it. Conversation 5. The man I wanted to know if the man too had any glue. He suggested looking at the statue. The man too replied to the man one. He had got some there. The man too wanted to know if the man I could put it pack together. The man I agreed with him. The man one agreed with him. He would try him pass and weren't too many pieces. Conversation 6. The woman wanted to know if it wasn't wonderful. She said the Henderson was celebrating their 15th. The man thought it was just great, and he wondered if his wife and he would last that long. The woman said he could be surprised how fast the years fly by. Conversation 7. The man suggested looking at her hair. He wanted to know when she decided to grow blonde. The woman replied to him. She had been thinking about it for a long time. So when I want to have her hair cut today before, and she just had decided to do it. She asked if he liked it. The man commented she looked jealous. However, he was not willing to it yet. After all, he had known her as for many years. Conversation 8. The woman one said to the woman 2. The woman must be mistaken. The woman once said she hadn't called to reserve the room and none before. The woman too was really sorry. However, she didn't see anything there for Helen. The man too wanted to know if the woman one remembered who had taken information from her. The woman one disagreed with her. She was afraid she didn't. She said, and that was a fine mess. The woman one asked if the woman too had any vacant conversation now. The woman said to the man, at the rate, they will never miss if you move on without. She wanted to know if there wasn't a silent up ahead. The woman complained. She couldn't see anything except cars and more cars, and she had never seen so pet at that hour. The man thought they should just take a deep breath and relax. He said there was nothing they could do about it. Conversation 10. The man wanted to know if the man too could stay after the day and help him fill though other before the following morning's pickup. The man too agreed with man one. He commented he didn't have anything planned for tonight anyway. The man one was happy about that. He said he would never be able to get done of this done in time by himself. Conversation 11. The woman wanted to know if he had noticed anything odd about Paul. The man agreed with her. He said he had overheard Carl talking to himself, and Carl had developed some kind of nervous with his head. The woman agreed with him. She wondered if they pushed something his wife, and she thought it was first scare. Conversation time. The man suggested telling him how much she normally lived in her country and 10%. The woman replied to him, actually 15% if he had been satisfied with the service. The man was surprised by that. He thought she figured that on total, including tax. The woman wanted to know the blueprint had been approved. The woman too replied to her, and the pork in James should be and how large the lot piece should be. The woman commented, if she brought featured agreement by 40-30, she would have enough time to develop the blueprint of a London and London on my home. Conversation 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it was necessary
bắn rồi
to send down our backward.
vô mà
She
ôi
said
yeah
she
sao
still
còn một tiếng gì
felt
cầm chinh
it
hè
would be better to do it there. The man
Cái gì?
replied to her,
Tài khoản
it
điện
would
thoại
be
ngoài 192.000
much less
Cái gì
expensive that way. Believe
Yeah.
him.
đừng nộp
The
thêm
woman
ấy
commented was
Hả?
just
Ăn trước đây, ăn trước đây.
never
Còn
felt
92.000
they
nộp thêm
had
thẻ
the
trang
trước đây
same
rảnh nhiều
control on work when it was
Có gửi
set
phần
down.
anh đó.
Conversation
À,
15.
xuống có phần anh ở dưới đó
The
còn
man
có.
said to the woman he didn't think she would have to pay each
cứ
to
nộp nhiều
fed
tiền để em đi đó
people that come in here.
100.000
The
vô.
woman was
You know
happy
about it?
about that,
Đâu,
and he said
phần
that
lành
took
nó lành
enough
hơn.
out of
mà là có một tháng là nộp thẻ 200 quá
us.
Mừng
It
ngon.
was. The
Giờ
man replied to
chai
her,
trên mọn nó được.
said he goes spending
Lấy
that
nộp
is
luôn.
À.
Nghe bùng bùng
money
lấy rồi nộp
on.
bây giờ điện thoại bây giờ rồi
At
nộp
once.
lại điện thoại đúng không
Thank you for
Cột sắp
listening. Bye.
Tôi cũng ví dụ như bò thóc.
Hello everyone. Today I would like to tell you a short conversation between two people, the man and the woman. One. The woman thought she should start looking around for another company. The man wanted to know what she was talking about. He thought he has like it's there, like it's there. The woman said she had you too. However, that was the second time she hadn't gotten a promotion. She complained she didn't understand and suppose seemed to like her work. However, Arthur moved instead of her. She says she was tired of that. Conversation 2. The man said to the woman, "It was not like Jane to miss our first day night calling." The woman replied to him, she remembers that Jonas had said something about picking up her sister at the airport. She wondered if that was why Janice was not there. As the man was surprised by that, he has been that was this. Conversation 3. The woman one suggested remembering the client were looking for a really clear campaign to introduce their new product to the public. The woman to reply to the man as a woman one. They thought they had got some great idea to do both in print to on TV. They would love all presentation. The woman one was wonderful. She says she was excited about sitting on a cine is her child. Conversation 4. The man wanted to know if that brand new Jaguar were he has seen in her pockets spot her. The woman agreed with him. She has finger. It had been about time. It has got a new car and money were no problem then. The man agreed with her. It was good for her and she devises. Conversation 5. The man wanted to know if the man too has any rules. He started looking at the stair to enter. The man to reply to the man on. He had got some there. The man too wanted to know if the man could put his back together. The man one agreed with him. He would try him back and there were too many peas. Conversation 6. The woman wanted to know if it was wonderful. She says the Henderson were collaborating their future. The man thought it was just great, and he wondered if his wife and he would last that long. The woman said he would be surprised how fast the year fly by. Conversation 7. The man suggested looking at her hair. Wanted to know when she decided to go blonde. The man replied to him, she has been thinking about it for a long time. So when I want to have her hair cut 2 days before, and she decided to do it. She asked if he liked it. The man commented. She looked at girl. However, he was not used to it yet. After all, he has asked her brings her for many years. conversation as woman one said to the woman to the woman to must be mistaken.
Thôi không có ngu mà nó mới dễ như mấy bọn đó.
She has called.
Trời trời
She
bộ
has
luật quá đi
called
à.
to say,
chơi được
sorry,
mấy
the
thằng nam được
room
cái
and
thì dùng tay
the
tay
month
lên.
before the month before the woman too
Chuyện bé thâu bỏ vô tôi chơi cho.
was really sorry. However,
Nóc tao luôn.
she didn't see anything as there for a kind giver. The woman too wanted to know if the woman's recommend remember who had taken information from her. The woman one disagree with her. She were afraid.
Đừng có dụ thì dụ
She
cũng đừng tòi
didn't.
tiếp.
She said that were a fine mess.
Giờ con anh lại
Đi
nữa.
câu la
The woman one
đi
asked
không được.
if the
Cái này
woman
đâu
took
rút.
best
Cái này
any
rút.
vacation.
Đi ở dưới là đứa đã lũ rồi.
The woman said to the man at
Từ từ.
that rate.
Đập
They
nóc
would
đập
never
nóc
make
cái chuyện
it to the movie on time. She wanted to know if there were an accident up ahead. The woman complained she couldn't she
Mình
had
muốn mua ra mấy bọn
express
mình dùng
call
mình.
and more call.
Để đi nè.
And she had never
Thì đó không được.
it showed back as she last hours. The man thought she should just take
Ừ đó có con này. Tức là
a break and relax. He said they were nothing
Thì
they
đâu phải là
could
con
do about
đâu.
it. Conversation
Nhưng mà
10.
chơi do
The,
mà
the man wanted to know if the man too could stay after the day and helped him fuel the water before the following morning pick up. The man too agreed with the man one. He said he commented he didn't have anything planned for tonight anyway. The man one were happy about that. He said he would never be able to get all of this done in time by himself. Conversation 11. The woman wanted to know if he has noticed anything. The man agreed with her. He said he has overheard call talking to himself and call.
Giờ nghe nha, không cần quan tâm đến gì, chỉ quấn cái rầm.
Some kind never stick with his head. The woman agreed with him. He wondered
Campaign
if they should say something to his wife, and she thought it was quite scary. The conversation turned. The man suggested telling
Cho tới bây giờ
how
không? Vô
much
điều tra rồi quấn
she
cho bà nó
normally
luôn.
left in
Ngồi đây,
her
mình
country
để dưới đi, tao đặt cái
and
mày tới
10%.
À đi với
Mấy.
The woman replied to him,
vô.
actually
Kèm cái vấn đề.
15% if he
Nó ta
has
mà.
been satisfied with
Cái gì mà đến nó?
the service.
Chưa đập mà.
The man was surprised by that. He thought she fewer just on the total insurance test. The woman wanted to know the blueprint has
Rồi,
been
trong bữa nào.
approved. The woman to reply to her. The broad were looking over one last time.
Anh từ từ.
She has they could agree on where the man experience should be has how long the lobby should be the woman one
Chi chứ Mỹ.
commenting if the
Thôi
ball
vậy đi.
reached
Bỏ ta ở dưới thật là mất
agreement by 4:30.
Dạ để mua.
4:30.
Để tao bảo tao về cái này.
4:30 she would have
Dùng
enough
vậy.
time
Yên
to
tâm đi, nó tao
write
được đi.
the blueprint
Không chơi nữa.
of the Laura
Tự
and
nhiên. Phải cho
Laura
vô tin
on
nào.
her phone.
Đập lon lon.
Conversation 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it were necessary to send out all that's work. She says she still feel It would be better to eat there. The man replied to her, it would be much less expensive that way. I believe him. The woman commented, it was just that she never felt. They had the same control on board when it was channel. Conversation 15. As the man said to the woman, he didn't think she would have to pay extra to the tax people that come here. The woman was happy by that, and he said they took enough out of his income as it were. The man replied to her, he said, didn't go spending the extra money on S1. Thank you for your listening. Conversation 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it was necessary to send out that work. She says she still feels it would be better to eat there. The man replied to her, it would be much less expensive that way. I believe him. The woman commented, it was just that she never felt. They had the same control on board when it was channel. Conversation 15. As the man said to the woman, he didn't think she would have to pay extra to the tax people that come here. The woman was happy by that, and he said they took enough out of his income as it were. The man replied to her, he said, didn't go spending the extra money on S1. Thank you for your listening. Conversation 14. The woman wanted to know if he really thought it was necessary to send out that work. She says she still feels it would be better to eat there. The man replied to her, it would be much less expensive that way. I believe him. The woman commented, it was just that she never felt. They had the same control on board when it was channel. Conversation 15. As the man said to the woman, he didn't think she would have to pay extra to the tax people that come here. The woman was happy by that, and he said they took enough out of his income as it were. The man replied to her, he said, didn't go spending the extra money on S1. Thank you for your listening.